Hello 3D artists, welcome to week 2 where we're going to be learning a little bit about paper mache. So first off, to make your forms, you're going to pick one of 3 levels. So for the first demo in this video, you're going to need 2 copies of a letter or number if you're choosing to do that, because you're going to need a front and a back to your letter so that it's fully 3-dimensional. Paper mache is French for to make paper, but we're making with paper. We're not actually making paper this time around. So you're just going to cut your number or your letter out of cardboard, 2 copies, and then you need some strips of cardboard that are the same width, and you're going to basically sandwich that in between your 2 copies so that you have a fully 3-dimensional letter or number. So I chose R because my last name is Reed, and you're just gonna go ahead and use some tape to put these together. I had packing tape on hand. Masking tape is probably a slightly better choice just because it's already made of paper, so you won't have any issues with glue trying to stick to it like you will with a plastic tape like Scotch tape or packing tape. But if you cover it well enough, it's not going to be an issue either way. So one of the secrets to this is you want to have most of this covered, but it doesn't need to be perfect in any way, shape, or form because you're just going to be covering it up with paper anyways. So just make sure that your edges are as trimmed as you want them to be. But even if you've got some holes or gaps or anything like that, it's not going to be a big deal because you're going to be covering it up with paper, or perhaps even some fabric or screening or something like that. You can kind of get a little bit fun with this and not just use paper if you don't want to. As you can see, I left the center of mine open. For your mask or even for your animal, you can blow up a balloon, you can use a bowl. If you use a bowl, I would recommend saran wrapping that. And then you're going to mix up your close to equal parts glue and water, maybe a little bit more water than glue. And that's going to be how you stick your paper to your form. So you're just going to dip it in, and then you don't want too much on there, so I just run it between 2 fingers and kind of squeegee off any excess glue mixture there. And you're going to just keep doing that and put those onto your form in sort of a crisscross pattern. So I'm doing for this demo on my balloon, just kind of starting at the top and crisscrossing. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's going to look messy, and you're going to end up doing at least 2 layers, if not 3 or 4. And you can let that dry in between layers if you want, or you can kind of just keep working, but then it takes a longer time to dry kind of at the end. So happy paper mache. I hope you guys enjoy this one, get super creative with it. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. But as you can see, you're just going to take strips of paper and some glue and you're just going to go nuts. And then once you're done and you have all 4 of your layers and it's all dry and good, you are going to paint it and decorate it. If you're making a mask, make sure that it's got some sort of facial feature that we can make sure we know that it's a mask, whether that's an animal or a person or whatever you choose. But use lots of color, get creative, and have fun, friends.